Hi there, I'm Josh.
I'm Josh, and this is the Butler Weekly Sports Report.
So, we are here to give you weekly updates on Butler athletics, how the teams are doing, and some other news around campus from time to time.
Yep. So at the beginning of every show, we're just going to lay out what we're going to talk about at the beginning, throughout the show, so you know what to listen for. So this week we're going to talk about the fall sports here at Butler and some of the action that's happened in the past couple weeks, and also some of the action that's happening in the next couple weeks. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the Big East basketball schedule, and we'll sort of speculate about that a little bit and when that's going to come out. And then we'll talk about Andrew Smith and his birthday, as well as the hashtag Smith26. And then we'll wrap up the show from there.
So yeah, both cross-country teams started their seasons with the Butler opener. The men's team placed second out of 3 teams, and the women's team actually won, competing against 3 other teams, so congratulations to them. That's awesome. And the women's volleyball team participated in both the Utah Classic and the Iowa tournament, and then played a couple other games. And so right now their record stands at 5-4. They have 2 games today. One of them they've already played, and then another one tomorrow. So good luck to them in those contests.
Awesome. Yes, very good luck to them. Also, the golf teams are starting their fall action. The women's team placed 4th in the Illinois State Redbird Invitational. Out of 14 teams. We also had Bulldogs placing in the top 5 individually. Abigail Glexner, I apologize, Abigail, if I completely botched your name. She was the runner-up in the individual standings with a final score of 213, 3 under. And then Lauren Tibbetts also placed in the top 5, placing tied for 4th with a final score of 218 at +2. The women's next event is at the Loyola Invitational. That is September 19th and 20th. The men's team kicks off their fall action on September 11th in Madison, Wisconsin, when they make the trek to the Wisconsin Invitational. So good luck to both the men's and women's golf teams.
Absolutely. The football team opened up on the road at Indiana State. They lost by a score of 41-25. However, there were some exciting things. This game is actually on ESPN3.
Yes, you can watch this one.
Fantastic stuff. Hopefully it happens again sometime. That was pretty cool. They also scored a touchdown on the last play of the game, which, I mean, you gotta love it. Scored a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And they were down 41-12 in the fourth quarter, so good job to the boys for getting it back, making it a little more competitive.
Yeah.
Always exciting. And so now probably the most exciting sport on campus so far has definitely been soccer. The men's team, after defeating SIUE on Saturday, they improved to 2-0-1 on the season, and they're also now ranked number 19 in the country, which is really cool. And they also have a game against number 7, University of California, Santa Barbara, and another one against Oregon State this weekend. So if they do well in those contests, it stands to reason they'll be a top 10, top 15 team in the country, which is very, very cool.
Very cool to see a top 10 soccer team here on campus.
Absolutely.
The women's team played last night, Thursday, against Indiana State, won 3-0. First half, a little iffy, a little shaky, but in the second half, the Lady Bulldogs really flexed their muscles and ended up scoring 3 goals in that half. Serena Kashimoto had 2 goals, including a PK towards the end of the game, and just a beautiful goal beyond the 18. And Hallie Stelbaski also added the 3rd goal for the Bulldogs, and it being her first goal back from injury after tearing her ACL last year. So very, very cool to see for Hallie as she sort of gets back into the swing of things with the soccer team. So yes, fall sports are in full swing right now, and it will be awesome to continue to see them throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, big congrats to Hallie on that goal. It's been really cool to see her be able to get, kind of as you were saying, back into the swing of things, get that fitness back, and so the fact that she was able to make a contribution last night was really cool. Good job,
Yes,
Hallie.
for sure.
And then we got to talk about Serena. Serena's insane.
Yes, she's incredible. She's so much fun to watch. She's always got, it's like she's got the ball on the string when she's got possession of it. She's definitely will be a big part of how far the women's team goes this year, for sure.
Yeah, it seemed like every time she was on the ball last night, everybody was oohing on with what she was doing. It was so much fun to watch. Yeah, she's going to be a pivotal piece of their team, for sure. All right, now the bad news. Got to talk about it, though.
Big East basketball schedule. Where you at?
We've
been sitting around for weeks now. We got the non-conference schedule a couple weeks ago. We got some fun games to look forward to on that, but really excited to see the Big East basketball schedule. Are you got any games that you're excited to see?
Well, I'm looking forward to the Xavier game, the Villanova game. Really hope they're number one in the country by the time they come in. That'd be a lot of fun. But we got an email from the Dog Pound, said it should be out yesterday or today. We're still waiting for it.
Yep.
Really hoping it's coming.
Hopefully it comes in the next couple days. It'd definitely be cool to see the national champs in our building. And it would be really cool to see them number one in the country to get a chance to take down the top team in the country. Definitely, but also we're looking forward to seeing Xavier come as well. That's always a big game here on campus, as well as the Indiana Butler game at Bankers Life in downtown Indianapolis at the Crossroads Classic in mid-December is also a game to definitely look forward to.
Hopefully, if things work out well and the team plays well enough, they will be able to get game day at Hinkle, which would be a lot of fun.
That would be awesome to see game day back here at Hinkle, as it has been a couple times in the past. For sure, to be a part of that would be awesome. All right, now we're going to switch gears a little bit and talk about Andrew Smith. For those of you who don't know, today, September 9th, is Andrew Smith's birthday. He'd been 26 today, and for those of you who don't know much about Andrew Smith was a part of the Butler men's basketball team from 2009 to 2013. He was part of both national championship run teams, both runner-up teams. So he's definitely a big part of the history here at Butler, for sure, with the men's basketball program. But he's also, and he lost his life back in early 2016 to several different forms of cancer. But his legacy has continued to live on here on campus, and as we saw through this hashtag all over the world, all over the country.
This has been really, really neat. Those teams were a big reason why I came here, and so Andrew definitely had an impact on my life, even though I never had the chance to meet him. But this has been just really cool to watch. This was started by his wife Samantha, who just decided the best way to honor him on his birthday would be to have people do random acts of kindness, and it's going across the country. We've got a Villanova graduate who works with a nonprofit called the Women's Society to fight childhood cancer. He sent out a tweet encouraging the Villanova community to jump in on this and stand behind the hashtag and everything. We've got Nebraska assistant men's basketball coach Michael Lewis talking to his team about Andrew's legacy and how they can make a difference. There was somebody who put a Starbucks gift card in Madison Square Park in New York. It's just going all over the place.
It's all over the place, as well as we've got people, former Butler athletes such as Roosevelt Jones, who are also joining the effort here today with the Smith 26 hashtag, as well as John Dedman, who is also on staff here at Butler, leading a basketball at a park court here in Indianapolis, basically saying, come, use the basketball, bring your friends, work hard, play hard, laugh, all these things that Andrew Smith really showed every day, as well as, we've got someone in Colorado who bought 26 burritos for Andrew's 26th birthday to just hand out. So it's very cool to see this Butler way sort of expand throughout the country.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just a great example of everything that the Butler way is and what Butler is all about.
Yeah. So that's all we've got for you today. Just a couple things that we leave you with. Make sure you're going out to Butler sporting events, supporting all the student athletes here on campus. They work really, really hard to succeed at their sport, and they love to see other classmates and things, classmates and other people out at their games. Also, I encourage you to be, encouraged to be uplifted and touched by the Smith 26 hashtag, and that in the spirit of Andrew Smith, that we would spend every day with doing random acts of kindness, and not just leaving it for a day that's leaving it for his birthday, but honoring his legacy by also by living it every day and living it the way that Andrew would have.
Absolutely, that's very well said, Josh. Yeah, it's great that we're doing this for a day, and it's really awesome to see the entire country get involved. But this is something we should be trying to do every day, not just one day a year. And also, come support our athletes. They're very, very good at what they do. We've got men's and women's players, Serena, like we mentioned, and David Goldsmith. They're both top 50 prospects for their respective soccer drafts next year. It's not just the basketball team here that's good. Right. We've got a lot of really, really good athletic teams. So come support them, and we'll see you next week. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.